Okay, Aries, so you know what? I thought I would do something different. So from the 7th until the 14th of July, I thought on here, what we'll do is a few of these cards and then clarify them and see what you've got coming up, because you can have like spiritual messages and stuff all in this, and I'll explain as we go. How you doing, Aries? So hopefully you've watched your actual channeled messages for the week, which is the 7th until the 14th, and you can find that where it was just before this video. Okay, so you'll have to check the channel. Because that's just channeling messages and stuff like that came out. But don't forget, you can also watch this as any 4 placement, like a life path 4 or a possible Scorpio. Okay, so you might get the same kind of messages or see a relation within the numerology number. Okay, so Aries, what have they got going on from the 7th until the 14th? Please, from the 7th until the 14th for Aries. Excuse me. Sorry, I've just been drinking cola. But like, I'm hearing Paul McCartney, the cola song. Anyway, excuse me, you might be drinking a lot of pop or cola. Okay, or colon. The name Colin, or colon, or some sort of like colon cleanse. Okay, yeah, they keep saying like colon cleanse, or like cleansing. Like cleansing lotion. Put the lotion in a basket. Your channel messages did have something around lotion. But like might mean Logan, or like Marvel, Marshall Mathers I'm also picking up, but like Marvel, or anybody beginning with M. Mel, Melanie, M, Emily, Emma, Melissa, Maria, Matilda, again all the M's. Okay, but I'm hearing like lotion, like putting some just put some lotion on it. You'll be alright if you just put some lotion on this. So whatever that's for, I don't know. But like just spit on it, or just put some lotion on it or something. Anyway. Talent, you've got talented, so you're extremely talented in certain ways, but we will find out when I clarify what talent is. But like I said, I think for a lot of you, you're just very talented within your work, and you're just like, you know what, it's an Aries thing, to be quite honest with you. But like, I'm very talented at work. Some of you, this is scout. I'm picking up like scouting, or like shouting out. It actually came out through your reading, or a Pisces. No, it came out for a Pisces reading, because I did that for their last part before I'm doing yours now. Okay, but like something to do with shout out or scouting, or like football scouts or something like that, or dib dib dob dob. But like your kids might go to scouts, okay, or like scouser. Scouser, hey, you like there, Teddy? Something to do with Teddy, hey, you like Teddy? But like Telly, the Teletubbies, some of you are Poe, Oopsie, Dipsy, Doe and Poe. You got children. But like yeah, I keep hearing I'm looking for a talent scout. Like I'm looking for someone to shout out my channel maybe. But like I'm looking for someone that's very talented in something that you can do, Aries, because they're saying that you are very talented at something, and it's kind of like that you're a very good person that can figure this out. It's like, well, I can just figure this out. I know exactly what I'm doing. I'm talented and I'm skilled at my job. I'm a skilled worker in certain ways, or a skill. Or a scale, something to do around Libra, or something to do around a fish, which would be Pisces. But like I'm a skilled worker and I know exactly what I'm doing. Okay, and but it keeps saying scout, like I'm looking for a Cub Scout, or the Cubbies, like some of you like baseball or whatever, than the Cubbies, but like, or Cub Scouts. But like cubbies, like puppies, something to do with hush puppies, or cats or dogs, something to do with like puppies. Okay, puppy dogs. Fluffy pillows and puppy dogs. But yeah, definitely keep hearing like this. I'm looking for a talent scout. Like, but they're saying I'm looking for a shout. Shout out, shout, shout, shout. Shout Lulu. Louise or Lulu. But like shout, shout. But talented. So for Aries, what has Aries got coming up, please? So I've never really used these before. So you have to excuse me because my eyes. Prosperity, okay? Prosperity. So I think that, like I said, a lot of you, it seems to be this like quality, not quantity. Like when I work, I make sure that everything is right and that there's quality content out there, okay? And that it's more of like, I don't want to rush it. I would rather take my time and do it right than what I would do it wrong, okay? I don't want to make a bodge job of it, or the name Rob or Robin. But it's like, I don't want to make a bodge job of it. I actually want to do it right. So it feels like it's like this, because I'm picking up like quality control. Okay, now that might mean people that like test things and stuff like that. And we're testing 1, 2, 3, something to do around music, or like quality control. like product line stuff, and we need to test this first before it goes out. Okay, or like I like to go over my work first before I give it out, or I produce it, because a producer of music likes to obviously go over many things. Like Angel Radio, when I make it, I go over it and go over it and go over it and go over it, and then add more and add more. So you could be dealing with an Adam and Eve, which could be Gemini or a / Capricorn of number 6. But I definitely keep hearing like this Eve, Evie, Stevie, Steve, Stevie Nicks, Evie, even Stephen. I need to make it up with Stephen. Someone's trying to make it up with me. Or like I need to make it up to you. Or like, I need to work with you. Someone's saying that someone might want to work with me. But like I need to make it up to you, and I need to work something out to work it with you. Work with you and not against you is what I'm hearing. Work with you. Take the weather with you everywhere you go. Always take the weather. Or take Heather, but with you. See, alchemy come up a few times in different readings. But like Ali or Alison, but like, yeah, like quality. Like I want to make sure that my job is done correctly. I don't want to just come in and bodge it up and make like a bodged job of it. I actually want to do it right this time. Okay, it's either this time I want to do it right, and it's like a reconciliation that could be coming up for you, and I want to do it right this time, because we need to get it right. It feels like that's something that you've been doing, okay, and you've been practicing it and like rehearsing it and going over rehearsals, and that I need to get it right this time. I need to get my lines right, okay, I need to get my work right, I need to get my schedule right, and I need to make sure that I'm doing everything correctly. Because it feels like baking, you know, when you're baking a cake or you're making something, that you want to get it right. Like you've tried it a couple of times and you've got a few taste testers, or like you've tested a few things, and that now you've done it, it's kind of like, okay, now we need you to get it right. So some of you could have been in training someone up, okay, or like you've gone into work and say it's you, and like you've got like a PA or a TA or someone that's new in your environment of work, and it's like, look, I've shown you what to do loads of times now, and it's this person, okay, and they're in this reading, and it's like, okay, you've done it loads of times now you can do it yourself because you know exactly what you're doing. You don't need my guidance and you don't need my help. Like I've shown you what to do, you know exactly what to do, and then bam, there you go, you can do it. So it's like that. It's like this quality control. I need to get it right this time, okay? Because it's like a test is what I'm picking up. Like I'm testing you and I'm testing you, and now we've tested and now I've gone through it. Now I can get a job. Now I could, like some of you could, like I said, it could be education, and you've done a load of things where you've done a test in something, and you've got all like the written work and the paperwork right. But then when it comes to doing the job, it's kind of like, well, I'd rather learn on the job. Like, so I'd rather learn on the job itself. Okay, so it's kind of like training someone up. They're trained, they're educated, they know what they're doing. And now it's kind of like, now all you need to do is just do the work now. So it feels like that a load of stuff is coming in, like work, because you had that in your reading, like loads of stuff coming in. It's like now you have the opportunity. Right, so it's like that you've done a load of work and now someone's giving you this opportunity to prove yourself, right? To prove your worth and to prove it. Okay, so I definitely keep hearing this. Like I said though, it's to do with this work thing. Like I've trained up, I've done it, I know exactly what I'm doing. I like to make sure that everything is right and I do it very efficiently. So you could be dealing with like a life path 3 or an actual Piscean, okay? And like the proof is in the pudding. Like you proved that you could do all of this, and now here's this stuff in order to be able to, like, you know exactly what you're doing when I give you all of this work, or you know exactly what you're doing because I've trained you up that much. Now you know what you're doing. So it's kind of like this depositing a load of things and then being able to like make more of it, like make more money. Like talented, or that you've passed like GCSEs, or you've passed like a master's degree or something like that, okay, and that now you're a master at it. Now you need to, all you do is accomplish that's the master of none kind of energy, or the name the nun, you're right, nun. But like something to do with like because we're a 2-pot nun, but like the master of none, what is that called? The tradesman kind of, I always mess that up, but like a skilled worker, tradesman, but master of none. Okay, so the master of none. So I'm picking up Masterson or master's degree for a lot of you, master's degree, or master, yes master, no master, 3 bags full master. So you really could be dealing with that 3 energy, which is like a Piscean or a life path 3, or even a number that comes to here, like I said, life path number, add those 2 life path numbers up. Take anybody you want, right? But mainly the person that you have the most amount of conflict with, really. But like that number, add them together, come up with this number, find the major arcana card, and then watch the reading. If it's a 2, it's a Libra. If it's a 3, it's more than likely a Piscean. If it's a 4, it's Aries / Scorpio. Okay, so anyway. So there you go. So you got, well, you got that. Seems to be your messages here. I've never used these cards before, so there you go. You're getting it fresh off the press. Aries. Sun rising Venus, Jupiter, North Node. What they've got coming up, please. New beginnings. There you go. New beginning is on the horizon, Aries. So you've got a lot to look forward to. The door is now open, is what I'm hearing. Jim, Jolly, and Juice, and Justin, Jasmine are like the door. Like the door of opportunity awaits me. Okay. All I need to do is just unlock it. I'm hearing Jeremy Beadle or something. Was it that? Like look. Like come and have a look through this door. So you might be in and out the door, Ableton music, all that sort of stuff. Are waiting for something to come through the door, okay? But I'm also picking up like this through the keyhole, okay? Or the Cross Keys Hotel, somewhere that you work. It's like a hotel, okay? But I definitely keep hearing this like, ooh, what goes on in this house? And it's like, through the keyhole used to be someone that used to go into someone's house and they used to do a television program over like who lives in a house, who lives in a house like this. So, or you're like very cleanly around this house, like. But anyway, new beginnings, like things really coming in through this door is what they keep saying, like through this door, this window of opportunity in this door is bringing in prosperity, okay, so it's making you feel good. Because see, that's the good thing about work, is that you enjoy it. That's what I'm saying, you're enjoying this new feeling, and you're enjoying this new person maybe, or this new project, or like really like scouting this energy out and thinking, you know what, this is actually going to benefit me. It's not going to work against me, it's going to work with me. It's going to really benefit me doing this. So it might be anything financial or physical, like something that you're doing that's showing itself as being very beneficial, right? So I'm also hearing Ben, the name Ben or benefactor, okay, but benefit, like I'm benefiting from. It's like if you take supplements or something like that, right, and you start seeing difference within your energy level or within your appearance, or this ointment or this cream or whatever it is that you're using, that could be like medical or any kind of like product, right? But I seem to be doing it quite a lot, and it seems to be showing itself up to be very beneficial, that I'm starting to physically see the results now. Like I'm doing it and I'm seeing the results. Some of you, like I said, you're waiting on your results, or you're like school and education and master's degree, and you've got like the result is now here. So if any of you, like I said, you're doing your master's degree, that kind of thing, but some of you, like I said, it might be a court thing, and the verdict is now in it. I'm hearing Verdi, the name Verdi, okay, or like verdict, like the verdict is now in, like there's a concluding part, okay, there's another episode, okay, could be a drama thing coming up for you though, because that's normally what I call an episode. I'm also hearing an EpiPen as well, EpiPen. So I don't know if anyone's like diabetic or like something leads an EpiPen. Pintail, Pola Penta, or like Pintal. Is it a name I'm trying to pronounce there? Pintel, or pray tell, please, pray tell. So pray. That's why we pray. We pray for another day. Well, let's just pray for another day. That's what I'm hearing. The name Colin or Day. Pray. Praying. Some of you pray. You physically, I don't think I've ever prayed. But there's some sort of like religious thing here of praying. Like pray. I just pray this works out. I just pray, like, please let this happen. Please, like, master's degree or master, or like praying, like God bless, blah blah blah, bless this holy, something holy, or name Holly, or like holy, Holly, or holy, or Holy Ghost, Elijah, but like the Son, the Spirit, and the Holy Ghost, but something that's very biblical and holy, like sanctuary, like this is the place I love, this is the place that I go. Okay, there's a place that you go, either in your mind or like somewhere that you go that you're like, you know what, man, I just love doing this. I just love going outside and sitting in my garden, right? Or I just love going and seeing someone or visiting somewhere, or even just like what I do sometimes is go out on my own and sit in a car park and have a Costa coffee, and I sit in a car park and I just sit there watching like birds and stuff like that, and I watch people, and I sit there and have a coffee, and then I basically come home. Right, I love doing all that. I like going outside, stand outside, have a cigarette. I know I shouldn't smoke, but I do. Okay, and I love just those moments of like where there is somewhere that you go that you really enjoy, and it feels like sanctuary. This is where I feel comfortable. Okay, comfortable. So there you go. You got comfortable, numb, Pink Floyd. Comfortable being a mum. Like I just love being a mother. Okay, and you just love being a mother. Okay, so but they're saying comfortable. Okay, so what have we done? 16 minutes. So we're going to leave. That's quite a few messages there for someone that's never used this deck before, really. So let's see what talent is for you. Talent. Yeah, there you go. Money, Johnny. It's like money, money, money. I am talented. The fact that I am worth my weight in gold. It means that whatever it is that I have about me that I'm very good at, I'm very good at it because it earns me a good living, is what I'm hearing. Like, so it earns me good money, earns me a good living, okay? Or your partner does, like even if you're a housewife or something like that. Someone around you earns good money, okay? So, like I said, through your channeled stuff, you're really going to have to watch your channel reading as well, Aries, because there was a lot of stuff that I don't always pick up through tarot card readings, okay? But yeah, prosperity. So, well, which is there. It seems to be growing. Okay, what's prosperity for? So, Three of Swords. So there isn't real great prosperity around your love life, maybe, or a life path number 3, or a Piscean, maybe. Something very difficult coming up. Okay, but a difficult decision that you could really have. What is that? Three of Swords for? See, I shouldn't really clarify these, to be honest, because your story is there, but then this could come across as your love life. There isn't much prosperity in a reconciliation. So it might mean, like I said, look for the first story, okay? This is the second story. This is a concluding part. Some of you could be having like a very difficult energy around you. It could be a mother or a home. Something that's not very prosperous, you know, that doesn't, stuff that doesn't work. That's what I'm saying. This works. Talent and money and education and stuff like that seems to really work. And it normally works when you're on your own. That's what I'm saying. When I'm on my own and I feel good, I don't have to deal with anybody. Like I don't work with or for anybody or anybody that bitches and moans and complains. Okay, that's normally when everything suddenly starts to happen. But when I have to contend with all of this, I don't see much like energy in it. Like I don't see much point. You know what I'm saying, so that could be around your love lives where, or something, I don't know, whatever you like. But it's kind of like the losing end. It's kind of like, you know, I seem to win here, but I also seem to lose here. You know, so it's the energy that seems to be distributed by like, well, I always win here in this area, but I don't always win in this. Like I'm very lucky at money, but I'm very unlucky in love, or I'm extremely lucky with love, but I'm really unlucky with money. Jano. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm picking up the message for you. I'm lucky in love, but I'm very unlucky when it comes to money. Or I'm very lucky with money, but I'm very unlucky with love all the goddamn time. Like it always seems to... Fucking hell. Is this a reading for myself or what? But like, do you know what I'm saying? Like I seem to be very good at money and I have loads of quality and talent and everything else, and that might be great, but every time do I meet a goddamn woman or a man or something like that, does it always seem to complicate the energy more where, you know, you look on the bright side of life and someone always looks on the negative part and you're like, well, fucking hell. So, but if we look at yourself, it feels like that message is for yourself. It's kind of like this, you know what, I seem to be very talented and I have everything else, but no one really recognises my channel very much. Oh, but like, or like I seem to be very good and very talented at my job, but no one notices it. Or like I have a very good like backing and money and everything else, and I'm very talented, but my love life is just like, just it's always like fucking complaints, like one after the other. Like it just, you know, string of failed attempts trying to like work this out. It just doesn't, right? It's just kind of like that. So because this is like I like to be alone. There's like a Sagittarius, Taurus energy here. Could be a life path 3, Pisces. So it could be a Pisces, but the life path 3 would come up as a Pisces, okay? And this would be a Sagittarius, Taurus person. So you've kind of got this energy, like I said, where like, well, I'm really lucky and I'm really happy. What's the matter with you, sad sack? Like, they're like, what can I do about that, bruv? You know, you're always like hurting, or you're always like complaining, or you're always like doing that to yourself. Why on earth would you do that to yourself? I feel great, like I'm talented and everything else, and I'm just getting on with my work and my job and business and everything else. But when it comes to this person here, you're kind of like, well, what's the matter then? What's wrong? Why, you know, why do that to yourself? Like, you know, why do that to yourself? Okay, so I'm going to leave it there. I know we've only got, oh no, we're not. We're going to do, sorry, because I'm half giving you like fucking reading. Yeah, I ain't going to earn any money, Jenny. But like, new beginnings. New beginnings, yeah, they see you got 3. Y'all got a potentious energy of like, you're waiting for someone to just come through this door though. That's what I'm saying. You're waiting for this new beginning to start. Okay, so this job to start. You're waiting for this thing to come in. Okay, you're waiting for Stephen. Or like you're waiting for this thing to arrive that you may have ordered. Okay, but you're waiting for a new beginning and a new start in life, either single and completely finished and over and done, and I'm, you know what, I've had enough. I just want a new beginning altogether. Okay, for a lot of you. Some of that, like I said, you could be waiting for this thing to turn through the door. That could be an object that you're waiting for. And everything seems to be going fine, but love life seems to be like, nah, nah, right? So you kind of got that. Some of you, if you're in a third party, well, you've got a new beginning to do the same thing. If you're metaphysically connected with a person like twin flame, soulmate, very difficult, fucking backwards and forwards, breaking up, getting back together, arguing, getting back together, breaking up, getting back together. There's another person involved, whatever you're like. That's very complicated because you're just going to be waiting forever. It's just Trevor. So it's going to be like, how long's a piece of string? How long have I been doing it? How long do I want to keep doing it? Have I tried to stop? Has it? Right? Have I always tried to like compare to be someone else, or Chris or Cornell? But like, and nothing compares to you. Well, if nothing compares to me, then what the fuck is wrong with you? You know, no, it's not, it's you. Well, to be quite honest with you, Boo, I don't really mind because I'm looking for a new beginning, a new person to feel good. Okay, so as you're reading so far, that's just a little flavour of what I'm going to do for everybody's second weekly, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to do all 4 or 5. But we'll see what happens, because I'm also got to have a break. I never actually have time to have a day off. But like, yeah, this is what's so far. So if you want to join, you can. It's the full access bundle only. And this is where I'm going to do a you versus them. Okay, and we're going to see what's going on with your side, your life, compared to what goes on in their mind and their life. Your life, your mind, your thoughts, your feelings, their life, their mind, their thoughts and feelings, and then see what stories we get coming out for your second week, which will be the 7th until the 14th. That's only if you're on Patron on the full access bundle, and you can find that reading provided below. Thanks very much, Aries. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you soon.